Good evening and welcome to the Planning Commission meeting of September 25th, 2025. My name is Vern Crow and I am the chairperson of the commission. The Planning Commission is a citizen body appointed by the City Council. The commission is empowered to make final decisions on certain matters, with those being appealable to the City Council. On other matters, the commission acts in an advisory role to the council, with the council making the final decision. You will have an opportunity to address the commission during the public hearing portion of the meeting. Your testimony is appreciated and encouraged. The commission acts from a written agenda. You will need to fill out a yellow speaker card and give it to the city staff if you wish to speak on an item. Copies of the agenda and the speaker cards are located on the table just outside the main door. At this time, please be sure to silence your cell phones. Thank you. There are 7 members appointed to the Planning Commission, and at this time I will ask the commissioners to introduce themselves and state the district they are representing, starting from my far right, Commissioner Crow.
John Crow, Mayoral District.
Commissioner Cole.
Tom Cole, Barrel District.
Vice Chair Nyberg.
Edwin Nyberg, Choya District.
Commissioner Gears.
John Gears, Ocotillo District.
Commissioner Hooper.
Brian Hooper, Saguaro District.
And again, I'm Vern Crow and I represent Cactus. Let the record show that Commissioner Ariano will be absent and on an excused absence this evening. The Planning Commission receives staff assistance and guidance from the Planning Division and the City Attorney's Office. Now I'd like to go on to approval of the minutes. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes of August 28th, 2025 Planning Commission meeting?
Chairman,
Commissioner Gears?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from August 28th, 2025 as written.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the August 28, 2025 Planning Commission as written. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Huggins, are there any withdrawals or continuances this evening?
Chairman Crow, there are none.
Thank you, sir. As there are none, let's move on to the public hearing. The purpose of the public hearing is to provide interested parties an opportunity to present testimony for the commissioner's consideration. We will follow the same procedures for each item, and that is, I will call the applicant's number. Staff will present their report and answer questions from the commission. The applicant will be given the opportunity to make a presentation and answer questions from the commission. Other persons who wish to testify will ask to do so and answer questions from the commission. The applicants will have an opportunity for closing comments. Staff will be asked for any final comments on the application and procedural guidance if needed. I will then close the public hearing and ask for a motion prior to further discussion by the commissioners. If you wish to speak on an item, you will need to state your name and address for the record. Please be brief and to the point and avoid repetition. I reserve the right to limit the length of the testimony, which is normally 3 minutes. All exhibits shown to the commission become part of the permanent record and must be submitted for the file. Large groups should designate a spokesperson. Applause or other disruptions which delay the hearing will not be tolerated. We have 2 public hearing items this evening. Our first agenda item is case number CUP 25-03, and Mr. Lerma will present the case.
Good evening, Chair, members of the Commission. Before you, you have a request for a conditional use permit to allow a barber shop as a home-based occupation too in the R16 zoning district. Property is located east of the southeast corner of 75th Avenue and Oregon Avenue. As shown on the zoning map, the property is zoned again, single-family residential R16. Properties to the north, south, east, and west are also have the same classification of single-family residential 6. Property is currently being used for single-family residential. Surrounding properties also have the same land use for single-family residential. The property is within the subdivision identified as La Fontana Heights subdivision, established in 1982. The existing residence is approximately 1,800 square feet. Besides the single-family residence, there is a accessory structure in the backyard underneath the trees, approximately 256 square feet in size. Before you is a site plan that was included as part of the submittal. Again, the applicant is is requesting the conditional use permit in order to allow a barber shop as a home-based occupation class 2. The barber shop operation will consist of cutting men and women's hair, face waxing, hair dyeing, treatment, and washing of hair. And other services will include the application of makeup. The barber shop will be solely run and operated by the property owner, who is also the applicant. The applicant is residing at the residence. The applicant owns the business and will also be residing at the residence. There are no plans to hire any additional employees for the business. A home-based occupation will be operating from Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The business will not be accepting walk-ins. All services will only be provided for those who make appointment. And services will only be provided to one customer at a time. For the site plan before you, the applicant will be designating a designated parking area for the customers within the existing driveway, which will be available during business hours. The applicant is proposing to operate the business from as an accessory structure as a first option. Once the customers arrive to the site, they'll again be parked at the designated parking area. There is an existing gate on the east side of the property, which the applicant will be accessing in order to access a backyard area into the accessory structure. As a secondary option, the applicant is proposing to use one of the rooms inside the residence and convert it into the space for the business. The applicant has met all the necessary notification requirements. A virtual neighborhood meeting was conducted July 21st, 2025. At said meeting, there were no attendees. To date, neither staff nor the applicant has received any form of communication for this request. Staff has concluded the review of this application and has made the following findings. The applicant has offered her services to the metropolitan area for close to 19 years, with various locations throughout the valley. Since the applicant resides in the city of Glendale, she desires to locate the business closer to home. Section 35.3.204G of the Unified Development Code provides the applicant with an opportunity to establish her profession as an accessory use in a residentially zoned district. The home occupation will allow a skilled resident a local employment opportunity. Based on the project narrative, the applicant is proposing to substantially scale down the business operation in order to accommodate a business in a residential area. The proposed business will provide mitigation measures to ensure that the use does not change or alter the residential nature of the property. All activities will be done indoors, concealing any noise the business might generate. The business is limiting customer traffic to appointment only. The proposed days and hours of operation reflect those of traditional working schedules. Adequate conditions have been incorporated into the project narrative to ensure any anticipated detrimental effects are mitigated. The 6,504 square foot lot is adequate in shape and size to accommodate the proposed secondary use. As a first option, the applicant is proposing to operate the home-based business in an accessory structure. To occupy the space, the applicant will need to modify the existing structure to comply with the current development standards regulated by the R16 zoning district for accessory structures. The structure will also need to be in compliance with all city codes and fire codes. Access to the site is by way of an existing driveway along Oregon Avenue, which is considered a local road. Roadway conditions are sufficient to carry out the volume and nature of the traffic associated with the use. Low traffic will be generated by the proposed use based on the business plan. All applicable city departments have reviewed this application and have recommended approval of such request. With this, staff recommends that Planning Commission approve CUP 2503 with the following stipulations. Stipulation number 1, business operation shall be in substantial conformance with the project narrative and site plan, date stamped August 7th, 2025. And stipulation number 2, approval of a conditional use permit is limited to the existing proposed. Let me read that again. Approval of the conditional use permit is limited to the existing property owner of record, Daisy Martinez Sanchez. Any change of ownership shall deem the conditional use permit void. Mr. Chair, members of the commission, this concludes my presentation. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Well, the question that I had before your presentation was concern for the neighborhood, cars piling up on the street, so on and so forth. But the fact that they're going to do appointment only, they can easily control that. So that was the only concern I have. Commissioners?
Chair.
Commissioner Crowe?
Mr. Lerma, was the case preceded by enforcement action or a complaint by a neighbor?
Through the chair, Commissioner Crowe, there is no active code of compliance case for this site. This is a situation where the applicant is just looking for an opportunity to establish a business at a residence.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lerma. Okay, would the applicant like to come up and add anything, or is the applicant here, present?
Chair Commissioners, the applicant is here. She is sitting on this side. She has no presentation,
Okay.
but she's open for any questions that you guys might have.
Commissioners, anything for the applicant?
Chair.
Commissioner Crowe?
I just want to commend you for doing the right thing by your neighbors and the city. It's really commendable. A lot of people don't do it. Thank you.
Commissioners? Yeah, I think the only concern would be the neighborhood traffic, and they can control that easily by appointment, so. Commissioners, anything further? Okay, I don't have any speaker cards. Are there any members of the audience that would like to speak? Okay, the public hearing for case number CUP 25-03 is now closed. Do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Cole?
I recommend approval of CUP 25-03, subject to the two stipulations in the staff report and presentation.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Crowe. Are there any further comments or discussions regarding CUP 25-03 by the commissioners?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Nyberg?
I have concerns about allowing us to establish businesses in a residential area, and I think that is a concern that it's a concern that I have with these types of applications.
Commissioners, anything else? Mr. Lerma, would you like to address that?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, per the Unified Development Code, there's a section that identifies home-based occupations. Home-based occupations are uses that are permitted by right in single-family residentially zoned properties. There are two types of home occupations, Class 1 and Class 2, as the request before you was for a Class 2. Just to not go into a lot of details, but a Class 1 home-based occupation is a type of business that is run within the residence, is not taking up more than 20% the floor area, and that is not generating any type of customer traffic or more than, I believe, 3 delivery trucks a week. Examples would be online sales, think of any business that doesn't generate customer traffic. Home-based occupation 2, which the commission has seen a few throughout the years, is a business that does generate customer traffic. These type of businesses or is operated outside of the residence in either outdoors or in an accessory structure. The reason why home-based occupation class 2 required conditional use permit is for this same reason. So staff can analyze it as far as how much traffic is it going to generate, how much impact is it going to have on the surrounding property owners. Would obviously require a neighborhood meeting to hear the concerns that the surrounding property owners might have. Specifically for this one, staff did work with the applicant in order to address those issues or concerns that initially are brought up or identified by staff. Traffic being the most important one. So staff worked with the applicant in order to scale down the business, in order to make it more of a by appointment only with no walk-ins, in order to mitigate the impact that this type of use is going to have. Also, stipulation number 2, this conditional use permit is only applicable to the property owner once the title changes on the property, that this conditional use permit is voided. So the next property owner that comes into the property, if they're interested in having a home-based occupation, not necessarily a barbershop related, but any type of business, would have to come back for staff to analyze this request.
Commissioners, anything for Mr. Lerma? Thank you, sir. Okay. I'm sorry, did I miss somebody? Okay, I have a motion and a second. Are there any further comments? No, by the commissioners? Okay, I'm going to do a roll call vote. Starting from my far right.
Aye.
Commissioner Crowe, Commissioner Cole,
Aye.
Vice Chair Nyberg,
No.
Commissioner Gears,
Aye.
Commissioner Hooper,
Aye.
Chair votes aye. CUP 25-03 has passed. Mr. Gruber, any further?
Chair and Commission, your action with respect to case number CUP 25-03 is final, subject to a written appeal received within 15 days.
Thank you, Mr. Gruber. Our next agenda item, case number is PP 2501. Ms. Torella will present the case.
Good evening, Chair and Commissioners. As stated, I'll be presenting for PP 2501 for Legacy Place Phase 2. This is a request for approval of the preliminary plat application for Legacy Place Phase 2 with stipulations. This is a request for a 151-lot single-family subdivision. This zoning map shows the subject property highlighted in yellow at the southeast corner of 75th and Northern Avenues, zoned R16 PRD, part of the Legacy Place planned residential development. West across 75th Avenue is also zoned R16 PRD and also within the Legacy Place PRD. North across Northern Avenue is within the city of Peoria, and to the south and east are zoned for M1 light industrial. The subject property is currently utilized for agricultural purposes, and the property to the west is partially developed for Legacy Place Phase 1. Properties to the north, east, and south are developed with a mix of commercial and industrial uses. This request totals approximately 35 acres, including single-family homes, amenities, and landscape tracts both interior to the subdivision and along street frontages. As I had previously stated, this request includes 151 lots, which brings the total lot count of exactly 420 lots across Phase 1 and Phase 2 of Legacy Place. Within Phase 2, the primary amenity is a centralized park that includes green space and a ramada. Within the subdivision, there are varied lot sizes ranging from 4,800 square feet to 6,250 square feet and are intended for a mix of architectural styles as well as 1- and 2-story models. This site plan shows that centralized amenity highlighted in yellow, labeled as Tract C. The site has 2 access points on either side of the slide off of 75th Avenue and 73rd Avenue. All of the public notification requirements were met, and neither staff nor the applicant received any responses to date. Moving into staff's analysis, this proposal meets the requirements of the Residential Design and Development Manual, as well as the requirements included in the Legacy Place Planned Residential Development Narrative. The subdivision has adequate access to established roadways and will be serviced by existing surrounding infrastructure. The applicant provided all documents per Section 3124 of the City Code. Staff recommended through the review process that the developer coordinate with the developer of the adjacent site across 73rd Avenue to align their driveways. In response to that request, the developers did coordinate, and those driveways were aligned as requested. And as such, the development team recommends approval of the application. To restate, staff recommends approval of PP 2501, subject to the following stipulation: that development shall be in substantial conformance with the preliminary plat, stamped received August 19th, 2025, and narrative dated March 21st, 2025, for Legacy Place Phase 2. That concludes my presentation, and I'm available to take any questions at this time.
Commissioners, any questions for Ms. Torello? Thank you, ma'am. Would the applicant or applicant's representative like to come forward, state your name for the record, and make any further presentation?
Joshua Robinson, Colliers Engineering and Design, formerly known as Hilgart Wilson, 2250 East Germain Road, Chandler, Arizona, 85260. Chairman Crow, commissioners, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity tonight. This is actually pretty exciting. This is our last phase of Legacy Place, 2 of which have resided in Glendale, the other 3 in Peoria. So I just wanted to say thank you. I think Sydney did a fantastic job. And if you have any questions, more than happy to answer. So thank you.
Gentlemen? Commissioner Hooper?
Is this a rental? You'll be able to buy it?
Commissioner Hooper, no, this will not be built to rent or rental properties. These are single family.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, anything further for Ms. Torello? Okay, I do not have any speaker cards. Is there any members of the audience that would like to speak? Okay, hearing none. The public hearing for case number 25-01 is now closed. Do I hear a motion?
Chairman,
Commissioner Gears?
I move to approve PP 25-01, subject to the stipulation contained in the staff report.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Crow. Any further comments or discussions regarding CPP 2501 from the commissioners? Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve case number PP 2501, subject to the stipulations as outlined by staff. I will now conduct a roll call vote. Commissioner Crow?
Aye.
Commissioner Cole?
Aye.
Vice Chair Nyberg? Commissioner Gears?
Aye.
Commissioner Hooper.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Case number PP 2501 has been recommended for approval, subject to the stipulations as outlined by staff. Mr. Gruber, what are the next steps?
Chair and Commission, your action with respect to case number PP 25-01 is final, subject to a written appeal received within 15 days.
Thank you, Mr. Gruber. Mr. Huggins, is there any other business this evening?
Chairman Crow, there's no other business.
Thank you, sir. Are there any planning staff reports?
Yes, Chairman Crow and Commission, just a heads up, the October PC meeting will be a full agenda. We'll have 5 or 6 cases on the agenda, but we'll also have 3 PC Commission items. The first one would be going over the 2026 calendar. The next would be requesting any specific goals that the Commission may have, if they could provide them at that time. Then we can look at those goals once you receive them for the next meeting. And then we'll also look for consensus on the 2026 Planning Commission Chair and Vice Chair.
Commissioners, any comments or suggestions? Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that wishes to speak on an item not on tonight's agenda? Okay. Then the next regular meeting of the Planning Commission will be held on October 23rd at 6 p.m. here at the Glendale Civic Center. If there's no further business, I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
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 We are adjourned. Let's